The doorbell rings on a sunny Saturday morning, and my heart immediately starts racing like I've just run a marathon. Sarah grabs my hand tightly, her palms sweaty, and whispers that this is it, the moment of truth. We've been fake dating for exactly 48 hours after she panicked and told her parents over the phone that she had a serious boyfriend to avoid their constant nagging about being single. I, Alex, her longtime friend and neighbor, stupidly agreed to play the part because I couldn't say no to those pleading eyes. Now her mom and dad are here from out of town for the weekend, suitcases in hand, ready to meet the mysterious guy who supposedly swept her daughter off her feet. Sarah quickly reviews the basics we've rehearsed. We met at the coffee shop where she works. We've been together 3 months. I have a stable job in marketing, and I absolutely adore her cooking, even though we've never actually cooked together. She straightens my shirt collar, plants a quick practice kiss on my cheek that feels way too real, and drags me toward the door with a forced smile. As I hear her dad's deep voice booming from the porch asking if anyone's home, I realize there's no turning back now. This operation to convince her parents that I'm the perfect boyfriend has officially begun, and failure means not only embarrassing Sarah, but probably ending our friendship forever. I take a deep breath, plaster on my most charming grin, and prepare to lie through my teeth for the next 2 days. We open the door, and Sarah's parents step inside with warm hugs and excited chatter. Her mom, Linda, is a petite woman with kind eyes and a perpetual smile, while her dad, Mike, is tall and intimidating with a firm handshake that could crush walnuts. They both look at me expectantly as Sarah introduces me as Alex, her boyfriend, and I shake hands while complimenting how young they look for parents of someone as amazing as Sarah. Linda beams and says she's heard so much about me, which is hilarious because everything they've heard is fabricated in the last week. We move to the living room, where I've helped Sarah tidy up excessively, complete with fresh flowers on the table that I bought yesterday to make the place look coupley. Mike starts the interrogation lightly, asking what I do for a living, and I launch into my prepared spiel about my marketing job, throwing in details about recent projects to sound impressive. Sarah sits close to me on the couch, her hand on my knee, occasionally squeezing when I say something right. Linda asks how we met, and Sarah takes the lead, telling the coffee shop story with such enthusiasm that even I'm almost convinced it's true. I chime in with details about spilling coffee and her laughing instead of getting mad, making it sound romantic. As they nod approvingly, I feel a small wave of relief, but I know this is just the beginning. Lunch is next, and we've planned a home-cooked meal to show what a great team we are. In the kitchen, Sarah and I pretend to be a well-oiled couple machine, bumping into each other playfully while preparing pasta and salad. Her parents watch from the dining table, sipping iced tea, commenting on how cute we look together. I chop vegetables while Sarah stirs the sauce, and we exchange loving glances that aren't entirely acting on my part. Mike asks about my family, so I talk about my parents and sibling back home, keeping it vague but wholesome. Linda wants to know my intentions with her daughter, and I nearly choke on air but recover by saying Sarah is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I can't imagine life without her. Sarah blushes genuinely, and for a moment the room feels charged with something real. We serve the food and everyone compliments the meal, with Mike joking that Sarah finally found someone who can cook alongside her. Conversation flows to hobbies, and I mention how Sarah got me into hiking, even though we've only talked about it hypothetically. Photos come out. Sarah quickly shows edited ones we've prepared on her phone of us looking couple-like, thanks to some clever selfies from last night. Laughter fills the air as Linda shares embarrassing stories from Sarah's childhood, and I laugh along, touching Sarah's arm affectionately. By the end of lunch, they seem relaxed and approving, but I know the real test is the afternoon outing we've planned to the local park. Keeping up this charade is exhausting, but seeing Sarah happy makes it worthwhile. After lunch, we pile into Mike's rental car for a drive to the nearby park, where Sarah suggested a walk would be perfect for bonding. I hold Sarah's hand as we stroll along the paths lined with trees, her parents trailing a bit behind, whispering to each other. The weather is perfect, sunny with a light breeze, and I point out birds or flowers to seem attentive and nature-loving. Linda asks about our future plans, catching me off guard, so I improvise about wanting to travel together and maybe get a dog someday. Sarah jumps in seamlessly, agreeing enthusiastically, and Mike nods like he's sizing me up as potential son-in-law material. We stop at a bench for a break, and I offer to get everyone ice cream from a nearby vendor, earning points for thoughtfulness. While waiting in line, Sarah sneaks up and thanks me quietly, her eyes sparkling with gratitude that makes my stomach flip. Back with treats, we share stories, me about funny work mishaps, them about family vacations. A couple of times, her parents catch us in what looks like intimate moments, like when Sarah wipes ice cream off my chin and they smile approvingly. As the sun starts dipping, we take group photos, with me wrapping an arm around Sarah naturally now. The day has gone smoother than expected, but dinner reservations loom, and then the overnight stay at her place where I'll be sleeping on the couch to maintain appearances. The lines between fake and real are blurring, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Evening arrives and we head to a cozy Italian restaurant Sarah picked because it's romantic without being over the top. The table is candlelit and I pull out Sarah's chair like a gentleman, making Linda coo. Ordering wine, I defer to Mike's choice to show respect, and conversation turns deeper. Politics lightly, then dreams and aspirations. Sarah talks about her art passion, and I praise her talent effusively, mentioning a non-existent painting she did for me that supposedly hangs in my apartment. Mike shares advice from his long marriage, emphasizing communication and trust, which hits a bit too close given our deception. Under the table, Sarah's foot brushes mine, sending sparks, and I wonder if she's feeling this too. Dessert comes with stories of how her parents met, a sweet tale that makes Sarah tear up a little, and I comfort her by holding her hand openly. By the end of dinner, her parents are toasting to our happiness, and Mike even claps me on the back saying I'm a good man. Back home, we play board games in the living room, laughing until late, with me and Sarah teaming up perfectly against her parents. As the night winds down, Linda hugs me goodnight and says she's so glad Sarah found someone like me. Sarah walks me to the couch with a blanket, whispering that we're nailing this, but her lingering touch says more. Lying there in the dark, replaying the day, I realize I'm falling for her for real, complicating everything. Sunday morning dawns and I wake to the smell of coffee and bacon. Sarah already up making breakfast to impress one last time. I join her in the kitchen, sneaking a kiss on her neck when her parents aren't looking, and she giggles softly. We serve a full spread, pancakes, eggs, fruit, and eat around the table discussing plans for the day before they leave. Mike asks about holidays, hinting at invitations, and I say I'd love to spend them with family, meaning it more than I should. Linda pulls out baby photos of Sarah, embarrassing her adorably, and I gush over how cute she was, teasing gently. After breakfast, we take a short walk around the neighborhood, pointing out local spots and sharing made-up memories of dates there. Tension builds as departure nears. Her parents seem genuinely sad to go, hugging us both tightly. At the door, Mike pulls me aside for a man-to-man talk, saying he approves and to treat her right, shaking my hand firmly. Linda cries a little, telling Sarah to visit soon with me in tow. As their car pulls away, Sarah and I wave until they're gone, then stand there in silence. She turns to me with a huge smile, thanking me profusely, but her eyes hold something deeper. We collapse on the couch, exhausted from the performance, laughing about close calls. But then the laughter fades, and we just look at each other, the fake relationship suddenly feeling very real. Sitting there post-departure, Sarah admits the weekend was harder than expected because pretending with me felt natural. I confess the same, that somewhere between the lies and laughs, my feelings turned genuine. She looks surprised, but not unhappy, her cheeks flushing as she processes. We talk for hours about how we went from friends to this confusing place, reminiscing on moments that sparked more than acting. I tell her about the ice cream moment, the neck kiss, how her parents' approval made me wish it wasn't fake. She shares feeling jealous when imagining me with someone real, realizing her lies stemmed from subconscious feelings. The conversation flows easily, no more scripts needed, just honesty pouring out. We order takeout because neither wants to cook. eating on the floor like old times but with new tension. As night falls, she suggests watching a movie, and we cuddle on the couch without pretense. Halfway through, she pauses it and kisses me. Not quick, not acting, but slow and exploratory. Fireworks explode in my chest. This is what we've been circling all weekend. We kiss more, talking in whispers about what this means, deciding to take it slow but real. The operation succeeded beyond imagination, convincing not just her parents, but us that we're meant to be together. Monday comes and we wake up tangled together on the couch, smiling like idiots at the turn of events. Sarah calls her parents to say the visit went great, omitting our new status for now. Work feels different. Texts between us are flirty and sweet instead of friendly. That evening, we have our first official date. No parents, no lies, just us at the same Italian restaurant, laughing about the weekend. I hold her hand across the table openly, feeling like the luckiest guy. We plan to tell friends gradually, starting with close ones who might suspect anyway. Days blend into weeks of real dating. Hikes we talked about, cooking actual meals, movie nights turning romantic. Her parents call often, asking about me warmly, clueless that it started fake. One day, Sarah jokes we should come clean eventually, but for now, let them think they met the boyfriend first. Our bond deepens quickly, built on friendship foundation plus newfound passion. Arguments are rare and resolved fast with communication Mike preached. Friends notice the change, teasing us relentlessly. Looking back, that desperate lie was the best thing to happen, pushing us together. Months later, we visit her parents for real this time, as an actual couple. They welcome me like family, no suspicion of the origin story. Over dinner, Linda says she knew from the first visit we were perfect, making us exchange knowing glances. Mike toasts to young love, and we smile secretly. That weekend mirrors the fake one, but authentic. Walks, games, stories, all laced with genuine affection. Holding Sarah's hand feels right, no acting required. Her parents share more marriage wisdom, and we listen eagerly, building our future. On the drive home, Sarah thanks me again for starting it all, and I say I'd do it 1,000 times. Our relationship thrives on the crazy beginning, making us stronger. Friends hear the full story eventually, laughing hysterically at the deception. We become the couple with the best how we met tale, even if edited for parents. Life settles into happy routine. Dates, travels, talks of forever. The operation not only convinced her parents, but launched us into real love. A year after that fateful weekend, I plan a surprise at the same park, getting down on one knee with the ring. Sarah cries yes immediately, knowing our story is unique and perfect. We call her parents first, who are overjoyed, still believing it was love at first sight. Wedding planning begins with them involved. Ironic given the start. The ceremony includes nods to the fake beginnings subtly, amusing us. Married life is everything promised. Partnership, laughter, adventure. Looking back, that lie about having a boyfriend changed everything for the better. Operation Convince Her Parents succeeded wildly, turning pretense into lifetime commitment. We often joke about it in private, grateful for the push. Friends envy our origin, and we advise taking risks in love. Her parents remain proud, never knowing the truth, which is funny. Our love is real, deep, enduring. Proof that sometimes faking it leads to making it. Happily ever after, thanks to one white lie and a willing friend.